fans one goal no na results number yo why asa you had review no results ba
but the person we do also no catch or buy or can say baby e drum no results anya ball fe
yeah
ko be ball fe league no na eko
jaw the results no yeah
still Kotoko for say league no
quite home
yeah
because no more 18 points and 18 no mu 3 aba look I'll talk about 3 games against Kotoko Bema league no season akoya momo pa mienu ya away e ba ko home no against Mediama na me na Kotoko bo na obotia aduana all baba yara no Mediama game no Kotoko nya very careful bona Kotoko boy elitia betwem bona Kotoko koboti Accra Lions and bona wabodi etia aduana no onye very careful with Mediama game because of baba yara no it will not be that same me share Kotoko wabre around the 70th minute na Kotoko wabre against Aduana Henry Ansu ye mistakes bebre Henry pa me fra catch o ye mistakes bebre errors basic errors Henry what bobre come Chelsea aboga na ye local team CBA come pa U23 Henry what bobia pressure by the also leading a squad and crab bebre wo me say on a samba on your seasons on your league no your born to be more in an partner now now heroes born a question Kotoko fans and who's a samba na kwa no makoma tom Henry Ansu no say gomuti ade Henry top national defender for Become Chelsea ya Judy oba Kotoko why team 9-0 for last year size afi Akomeah na was stadium how many balls are Henry Ansu the chow Kotoko actually why should it happen no Henry Ansu you are my friend. I am talking to you as a senior player. Errors now here. Epitami do akwana yakan anopa me ko hunti ntiri kemba. Eya Henry ntia. You don't need to do that at this part of your game. Anybody am nese career fu say yakwa no. You reach a certain stage, you show your class. 2. As I said, Justice Blake Kotoko defining the position man. And not 2 number boy or born solid or boy we know what here. But 2 number Justice born me peneso.
I say be a coach in a penna e be man
ya so fans na ye hwebon your opinions so ho enti de make me na tie for share me opinions we dey for coach dey na to no mo true now Justice Blake no onye 2 omo fani me FIFA no wani enti manu ne partner of FIFA
dey onye 2 bo 2
ya me show o start o me field na
kai said so onye 2 be dru ba bia o shift ba
ade na se dru ba bia me busa o say when I cast Okobotu,
no blame so drew baby no more than I botu.
I want to ba na mfimfi on na ebo. So obi na ebo na want to ba 2 a me come in kasa o. But omo ye no mfimfi on number 1. When ebo mfimfi. Kotoko me for the hwan and e ma blade bench. Ah yeah, no, let's be serious about this conversation. When ebo mfimfi on Justice Blake at bench. When who? Baba Yaya. Ah Baba Yaya. 10 passes and 8 back passes
6 na
inti manu better than Justice Blake 6 inti manu in his improvement or you better than Blake no don't let us go there so if you're tossing the guy has to be there like
you know when one say
bench by the game changed
okay
I don't quite play or not or send the ball score the final third check jamna baby I didn't boy you know and you play na selecting ho no ko ball ho no it's been blame no bebre but lift your game. This is Kotoko. You don't get the chance you have now. You don't get in multiple occasions. Kotoko. Just here show each other. Mr. Baby, I born you know. But before every coach selects you for a certain role, a certain zone of position. Now when you watch more training ground, someone who say in the course of the week, you know, every hand game to draw Kwakobo. And to me, imagine say. Coach carry him Zito ball 4-4-2 2 central 2 out wide central near Baba Yaya and team manu out wide you know they were devoid of speed and pace Nigeria you know one chini power one cry Fernando one chini power one cry yes first game for Coach Karim Zito results on the premium here but imagine you me say game when you be share there e ka Dr. Ogmu season anka ye me one of the coaches I'm sure say me die so moment me ba drew half of the wire coach Karim Zito but I am questioning as an analyst not as a coach me die so me dey make Africa ye ko bia ehia na airport and coach Karim Zito ye bon komo na oboma so ho no ka chem say no new the rate I would coaches na chi no you are meant for the top but to this morning I am telling coach say e na Kotoko ball no na nye in his ideas not person ball 4-4-2 two finfin baako a good ball winner baako a good ball passer two out wide omo can take you on. Chejamina couldn't take anybody on. Second half for your two crosses in yako see pona one. The whole game, how many players and Fernando Ogabwachi taking your mono for Kotoko. He didn't run. He couldn't receive the ball in the rightful places. So receive the ball, no? And he couldn't take anybody on. He couldn't create chances. Now, guy, no, just say Okroma I for free Nigeria ball no team Kotoko team no squad way. I am telling you, say, if they had to really analyze the squad, come on, can coach, you know. I'm a pressure better coach can Zito so. Ball with the coach may and so many.
Okay.
Yow, and so many. I'm not born a Kotoko boy and so many. And look at Babaya na Kamara delay time. What is that? Babaya la ya Kotoko ball against Aduana uniform. Na Kamara delay time. Na ball boy ba ko ache ball atwa Patrick said. No Patrick said do ato ball ba ko na ben na to atwe ne kofa de da no ho ano. Who delay time Babaya against Aduana 60th minute.
We are not born a Joe.
You see, the circumstances around Koroko's sacking of Coach Ogum, the appointment of Abdul Karim Zito, na ebe create such an inconvenient state for both coaches no more bano, any players no more. The entire mejitum sa na say, Fancy, say. Karim Zito eba Kotoko no nim so oba be head coach a me sure say onyoma bibre won ma ko be dream one na obe take into context and some oba be fair adwuma na oba be fa and he fan as a technical director and a lot of things went through his mind before he took the decision to become Kumasi Asante Kotoko's technical director. Before Obeba no oni Coach Ogum din komo ma Coach Ogum ya we san ko ne ba be ye dey e ba be ye adwuma. But Oba, you know, Yasari Abesha the concert, coach no cry, Jan Quaman ye day. Echo, it be interim manager and a coach for the club. My work training grounds for the whole of last week and Sun and the first game no bebo. The reason why not be and coach training grounds near Newton, one, I wanted to see how fast he can know his players. What I say? I wanted to see the kind of setup or to me say these players no the mobile ebeboa training na me ko eni na na nyoma miru na me hu yi one and I'm your training grounds. So anytime Kotoko goes to the 3-back no Justice Blaine na the 3rd center back. Anytime they are the opposite side no Kotoko elbow with the 4-back bia na Ansu any Samba. But players no number 54-4-2 ne ho na me more how kakra. Ama Kotoko has been unfortunate with injury situations due to the fitness levels of these players. And Jumedi no dinidia now over 4-4-2 typical wingers are one or more the energy because it's only number 10. It is wingers in a creative bibia now 2 strikers in the back of drop deep and not drop deep. But I think said the injury situation to players be to say Saka Dauda a hard dream because Saka was stamina papa. Ogum Krampa can the press conference say Ope Kumasi Asante go play about was stamina pa no ho dem pa obetimi abo game 120 minutes on bra ba ko Saka Dauda and Saka Dauda form near say banana prayer day. Because there were games that Saka Dauda became more influential in Kumasi Asante go set up no. Peter Midu Akwa, he is not your prolific goal scorer. He is only a threat in the space of ABR or utilizing 1v1 situations to create. But on your ultimate game changer be obetimi assist 10. Ashe goes by 5. But ne presence ne far better than Fernando. Because Fernando I didn't know any day. To be very honest with you, know of him. I was a Fernando Pija money moving kakra.
I don't know. So I say one game be or boss na or free bench, but you could see the spark.
Those kind of players. Your players be on Madu almost 30 games. Oh so. Who didn't free bench bar? He can free. Oh, I'm not saying Kotoko ball. Game Ben Kotoko ball and say oh free bench bar is a hard dream. Oh bye I'm only be cheap. omuni bechim
esanka ota opponent na breno
what you say na the number because ono no ka say on tack no over hana kwa. But I think Coach Abdul Karim Zito's setup of the team was a setup to win the game, not necessarily dominate possession. And also understand how any players never adapted to the principles and what he wants to do.
Because we be the
but I believe some partnerships within the team will need to be looked at as quickly as possible. I agree with Newton. Partnership beat is Kwame Pokune, Albert Amoa. It could go on to become one of the best we can see in the last 5 games. Any FA Cup, no. But the telepathy and understanding between them in terms of movement, and also consistently at the training grounds, they will need to build that particular relationship as soon as possible. Because some of these relationships, you know, build it from off the pitch, the ball on the pitch. We move you because among class and the same style on more different styles, complementing each other so well. It's only there. Me coach here agree so but maybe I say coach will look to improve the deal. More training together more. Two no more. And Juma ho. Two no more. A brain hunter. Juma be two no more. Juma ho because him say Kwampoku a box striker. Or a box striker. And we know a physical. We a physical cover. We so pe go no be share. Yes. It is Okuba nko no be feedi Kwame a na dey. Aha, and that is why I expect coach to work on the telepathy between the two of them no more. So bet my more then the wingers no. Me sure say injury situation is sort here. They'll be back. Change Jamana needs to improve. Kotoko opportunity na any. And what we Kotoko ni BBCC and first show trim say Coach Abdul Karim Zito ye technical director. Se Kotoko appointed coach be on a technical director. You consign players obedi muntinti mind. Ye ton players obedi muntinti mind. Okasa kwa abeko. So improve your performances. Improve it. And Kotoko will need a right back as soon as possible because 4-4-2 no. When you right back, Timi koba. Michael Sefa is solid, but Michael Sefa was right back no Timi koba bebrebe no. Interested even in attacking and even crossing at some point in time. They said Damadite they are not all you know. But Emmanuel Entry, in team menu, Che Jamana. Justice Blay, most of these guys, you know, you're sure say, or more better than say, almost a team no dear. When match teach you need to pick up, and I agree with Newton said, or Shannon Fifi double pivot in a year, you for Justice Blay, and the kind team because when I see, and I even know no Mummy then Baba or Emmanuel Entry will play as the number 10. So if there are games, I believe Justice Blake will come into the middle of the park, no be partner. Because Baba Yane partnership no ni team nemfa.
It was
nemfa.
Baba Yane team
nemfa.
Obi anfa one ma two strikers no top watch. Obi
anfa one ma. At least two of them, and one should be able to move the ball. I was about to move it. Aha, I was about and in team men who no crumple ball as the 8 now because of the flair. And then the passing quality and the ability to retain possession. Very important. Say Kabenya Blue when a chikakra. 19 men no piakosa.
But the most wicked part of the walking in Team Kwa Baba stay. How can they just allow Baba to stay?
Baba stay there. That is why you need just play in that particular role to also help.
If you think man dares to offend, even Baba, you want Baba to win you the ball. No, I mean.
But I think say Coach Abba Fresh, I feel no about the first game. He will see a lot of things, and at the training grounds, and at the training grounds, so no fancy. They are not joking there. The level of intensity in your mom, we are no. Coach Abdul Karim Zito Abaso. Also, Kotoko players, no. I might say Manchester. For I say Rick Ten Hag, or because I say training grounds. I don't know training grounds, no. On match there. You see, sometimes the application on match days, we need to see a certain level of understanding and knowledge from some of these players. But I think this was a good win for Coach Zito. Looking at the league, you know, anybody on person will be the momentum in the corner. On bet me this 6 games in the league, we win with the FA Cup and all of this, they can win it. Then they'll come and settle down, relax, understand, and know how they can go about next season. Win. I said win is very important. I'm telling you, and the style of play to change. Yes, the energy levels were far much better. Yeah. I'm not talking about style of play, beautiful football here. I'm talking about commitment and energy level. Boys and aggression and no bobo. Aggression and no bobo. It was something they lacked at some point in time.
Kwame Poko play down the ball him.
Mike, it's your.
Kwame Poku Mpeja ne ball him.
I'm not asking to go no so na.
Me say Kwame Poku Mpeja ne ball him.
Okay.
So go ni the baby no all two.
Omo boy. Oye entry. Oni ablo mo makobo outside the abana. O akobo area. You have such a year when you saw exposure no. So Kotoko no again. What sounds wa bobi that to win him send yes yet here. Send na Kwame Poku si born ne the obon is here no. Difference so abem. Minim se prohibition ho dia. Was at times there are certain things we don't know that hampers player performance on the pitch.
True.
Ebi or the prebi and or they go through. So he's going through a pain barrier. No they able. But in recent games in the mehu Kwame Poku no, he needs to improve. He scored fine. Kotoko really fine. But overall play, Kwame Poku's performance to me and yet befitting of a player when you experience a Kwame Poku enyano. Blasters wabobida. Wabobida. I am not seeing that from him. Or by the passion and that zeal. The way I know see ball games, you know. In recent times, me when it's a ebi ana baby wechre. Se bibi en yetre dia. I think he owes it to Asante Kotoko fraternity, including the supporters. Say he will give them a better performance. The oye dienge. And koye, he needs to improve. On one kasa or tenacia. I don't know if your local players, if they do stuff like this, Aside club, no, so bepe video analyst diama no. Menim see players nankasa so they have personally recruited the services of such experts. Say omo be frɛ omo ankasa steady game no omo frɛ omo more insight. Say ni say now yeah sisane say aside their club ne be ya omo menim see players ni be yes adia. But so started this adwuma na ebeboa no. So started taking very serious because Osha Abe repeated some of the mistakes he makes in games. Atwatwa so game after game you see such trait. Unfortunately, it looks like Mesengene out na makasewa. I need to team biano se koya you will keep players be a ball mabaso. In the same vein, Senyoma Nkoya, we need to address certain individuals in the team who, when they improve on their performances outrightly, it improves on the team's overall performance.
The experience needs nema.
Senya ye bika sene bino. Di entine enesa. Se wudimu. Senya club nisi wewo. Senya club nisi value. Anameboa. So your pedigree will earn you a certain level of praise, and the same pedigree should draw criticisms towards your end. And you won't send you be receiving criticism, no, and I'll be working on it to improve. I have not been impressed with Kwame Poku's outing in the last 5-6 games our body Kotoko, and he needs to improve. Goals need obeshebi. FA Cup so she go. We go. But overall, it is not a typical Kwame Poku performance, and it was an improvement in him.
Can do more.
Yep. I was looking out for certain response from Kotoko team, no, after Zito taking charge. It was BB, of course, a lot happened last week, and one year careful, it may affect players. It is either it affects them positively or the opposite. Into Umbejina Park in Iswa, I am share lack of confidence, na affect your more general play. It happens. A bit also that effect Ubenya after making so many changes in the technical team and even in the team. Abras baby a season they drew, especially on the back of bad results. No, a ginger players need to prove a point to the new coach. And the reaction I saw from some of the Kotoko players, I think say Zito has started on a positive note. One when you win, but there are certain things. Mekohu were training grounds. I also saw it in the game Kakra. Check it. The sequence that led to the Asante Kotoko goal. So bet benya video na maya.
Pass baby.
Se shabak benya Kotoko goal ni video na maya beyond. Me per sequence lead to go no.
Yeah.
Again, check it. Good. So this is Baba Yaya Kwame Poku. Now, omu bien who touch a ball no more than 3 times.
Yeah.
Before so be pass it.
Control ya.
Good. So Baba Yaya first received the pass. He turned
and he passed 2 touches. Kwame Poku returned the pass to Baba Yaya 2. Then Baba Yaya 2 touches again. It leads to the pass to Kwame Poku. Football, your dribble and movement, and your passing and movement. Aya open counter break. Say a team in your counter now fast break. Basketball a kind of fast breaker. Aya a passing the movement and a quantum saying dribbling the movement. Dribble no player no would need to think about what to do, where to dribble to. So thinking process no. A delay will be 3 seconds, 4 seconds be. But in passing, you quickly find an outlet and you make movement. So my opponent need to mean CNH. Again, this is a principle that was preached at our training grounds. You only dribble when it is necessary, but the priority should be pass and movement. And I saw it, Enra. Back when they go any buy no. Typical Baba Yaya, Kabo Wingra no. Kobej na dane and one scan it. One year careful of back 360 baby, you know, or J Wahano, Corbett and then watch back. No, Mamma, the fans, no, my yay. Basadiano, it slows the phase or the transition of a game.
And when you assist,
so pass a movement now, Zito preaching. It's early days yet, but Demi Huyeno, it is good. Only if the players will continue to apply it and apply themselves very well. And crucial. Again, check. Energy levels now more canny na Kotoko, we're not wasting energy. There are times where teams are made to waste their energy. There's a ball, nobody chase wouldn't be more. But Enra game, what I saw was there was a different level of determination from the players to win back the ball when Kotoko conceded possession. And any time Kotoko ball in no players now can see a better ball now Bobino. It improved. As compared to previously, no more player more. But I think these are 2 things I observed during the week I was training. And me who game, but it wasn't consistent enough. A buyer in spells.
Game 1 in
exactly, a buy in spells. That's why I said it started on a positive note. If it was able to generate a win for them, it should give the players confidence. So mutie coaches no mudi etijuma. Then eventually, it is going to lead to something more positive for them. But again, it's about consistency and then effective application. So when you focus, when you're in there, not the following over, you will not get what you are looking for. So there needs to be such seriousness and I'll be very happy again. Over the weekend, Gakpo share go no kofa. I belong to Jesus no meboa.